Hey, what's going on guys? Dr. Schwaz here. In today's video we're going to be running the Hive on Master difficulty. I want to give a shout out to Battlewolf Willie and Relaxing Cody for running this with me. So the mutators, we got more health, more lethal, regen penalty, faster venom, ammo starvation, health regen, and Iron Man. We run the 3 Hive Buster characters on this one, so you run Mac, a Lonnie, and a Keegan. So when we get out of the door here, better RNG will be rejects. Usually we'll get rejects or G's or Grenadiers. Luckily for us, you get rejects here. So you'll want Keegan to mark him because he gets the recharge bounty and his passive. You can when he marks enemies and you kill him, you get your ultimate back faster. So definitely want him to mark most of the enemies here. Right now we're just marking all the rejects one by one, slowly walking behind each one of them and killing them before triggering them. So we're just doing that real quick. Definitely don't want to go down that hallway on the left. Just ignore them. Some enemies there. Don't want to trigger them. So the reject back here. Lonnie gets him. Alright, reject in front. We got some snipers and drones up front. Lonnie's trying to get as close as he can without triggering them, but they eventually do wake up and just melee them. There's a reject to my right, which should start rushing once these enemies are triggered. The Mac, you don't get the active. Shots into that drone back there. Pick up Keegan and went down. The reject rushes behind me. You can get some. I pick up the long shot. Just can snipe some enemies from distance. Come next down here. We usually have an Imago. Before these ammo rooms, Imago or sometimes 2 juvies will show up here. Just use the bleeding bolt to finish him. Alright, these 2 ammo rooms to the left. The left one will have the boom. And then there's lots of the boom for Keegan. There's lots of ammo crates for Mac here as well, so definitely want to pick them up. And then of course cog tags if you need them, if you're doing epic score boost runs or anything like that. There's also another ammo room across the hall, which I'll get to in a second, with more ammo for me, for Mac. Cog tags, some flashbangs. More ammo. I'm going to reconvene. You can see Keegan and Lonnie are in that 3rd ammo room. Come back here to double check something. Try to see if I missed anything. I didn't miss anything. Right, so I'm going to run to that 3rd ammo room across this heating pad area. This is where the Keegan will get the frags. Lonnie gets the 7 frags. Drops the nades where Keegan is so he can get 7. Alright. In this next room, there's going to be a Ice Scion and then a bunch of drones. Grenadiers. Usually what we'll do is we'll aggro them to walk back into that heating pad room behind me. But Willie / Keegan is feeling really aggressive right now, and he just goes up there and just tosses all his grenades and ends up killing most of them. So it's definitely a more aggressive strategy than normally what you would do, but he's got level 5 shredder, so it ends up working out well for us. I get some couple shots into this Ice Scion. There's a few more drones around that are left. Lonnie drops some more nades for Keegan. They do a couple swaps. We hear that sound and indicating that the enemies are dead. So we progress forward. And we just run to the safe room here. Unless if you take too long, if the venom is close, the juvies can rush behind, and they do. You do see a few of them do rush, but no need to kill them. Just get to the ammo room.
You're kidding me.
We're just passing time in the shower right now. Safe room, just got some ammo for me. I think there's a shock grenade in here. Another ammo box. For Mac as well. Before we go into the second half, there's going to be a sweeping hallway that sweeps up to the left. But before that, we are going to, I believe, use Keegan's and his ultimate in the back of the room because the venom is right here. Just to get some more bolt talk bullets. Keegan to get some more ammo in his boom. Insane burst. Alright. So before we go... Alright, so once we run out here to this hallway that sweeps to the left, there's either going to be Jubies and Poppers, Grenadiers or Sire, depending on the RNG. You drop grenades for Keegan, so just kill whatever ends up that hallway. There we got Grenadiers and the Ultra Scion. Occasionally there's a Sire, depends on the RNG that you get. Come back and swap some more grenades. That clears this section up here. Alright, so we want to stay to the left here. There's a huge cog engine room on the right with tons of enemies. You definitely don't want to go there. It's a certain much harder route. Over here, just drop some more nades for Keegan. Across the hall where he's throwing the nades, there's usually a bunch of drones and snipers. And depending on the RNG, we get a warden here, but sometimes you can get a flock. It's certainly easier for the warden to kill the warden for Keegan, so we just aggro him and run back, and Keegan just shoots him with the boom and just eliminates him with the frag grenades. And Cody's really excited because he loves the breaker mace, so he picks that up as Lonnie. For melee damage, just take off some drones that are flanking. More nades for Keegan. We'll get some swapping going on. Alright. A couple more enemies across the way. Take some bullets into them. We got another drone rushing down here. And once you run up those stairs across from us, there's a Sire that rushes you, so... just be on the lookout for that. Lonnie aggro's it, and he throws some nades to get some shots into him. Couple melee hits, couple boltox, and it's dead. We run up this ramp. To the left, there's another ammo room with more explosive ammo for Keegan. Lots of explosive ammo, and then of course more regular ammo for me. Some more nades if Keegan needs any, or if we need to pick some nades up for him. And then coming up ahead, he uses his ultimate here before the final 2 ammo rooms, and then the final large room before the door. Basically, these 2 ammo rooms up ahead, they basically have just a bunch of ammo boxes, some flashbangs, I believe. What Keegan does up here is he snipes at the Scions and drones down there to aggro them to come up here. And he throws some nades over to get their attention and to kill and have some bleed off on some of them before they get up here. As you see, we're in the beginning of the venom, so Lonnie and I will do more damage as the enemies wake their way up here. Some cog tags. You see some ammo in there. You can give me some key and give me some grenades. And a Mulcher Scion rushing to the left. Usually it's a Mulcher and a drop shot, but the RNG, you can get different sets of Scions depending on whatever you get. Lonnie just goes into action with the breaker mace from the warden. I get some bullets into the drone up here on the left. We slowly start inching our way up. The thick venom is pretty close to us. We want to push to the right. It's just an easier path. Have the enemy slowly just pick them off one by one. You can just lodge a nade over there, so drop some more nades for him. And we are pretty much good to run to the door. Just checking for any other enemies. We're good. Drop some nades for Keegan. Once the thick venom reaches the beginning of that second final room, the door will start closing, so definitely want to be on the lookout for that. Drop some nades for Keegan by that big cover on the left side there that I just dropped by. Definitely a good spot for him to throw grenades from. You see Lonnie and I are just going in with that breaker mason boltlock, killing all the Judies that are coming out. And that's the Hive Unmaster. It's not definitely one of the easier launch hives, but hope you guys enjoyed that. There's going to be the next one we'll be doing is the mines. So we'll just comment at the end. Here are some of the cards I get. Top 1%, 2 golds, pretty good RNG there. Negative 27 minutes at a time. And this is scoreboard with the stats. We weren't running any score boosts or anything, just a regular run here for us. Anyway guys, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. More escape content on the way. And card setups are in the description. Thanks for watching.